Deep beneath the crushing pressure of the ocean, where the light fades into an eternal midnight blue, there exists a state of consciousness entirely alien to the human mind. Imagine holding your breath, not for 30 seconds, but for 8 agonizing minutes. For you, that is death. Your lungs burn, your instincts scream, and panic claws at your throat. But for the dolphin, this is not an emergency. It is a gateway. In those depths, suspended in the silence, they are not struggling to survive. They are accessing a biological frequency that acts as a master key to reality itself. What if I told you that you are living your entire life in a state of suffocation without even knowing it? What if the reason your desires remain just out of reach is that you are neurologically incapable of holding the frequency required to manifest them? You are about to be given the code to break the surface. This is not just breathing. This is a manual override for your nervous system. In the next few minutes, we are going to dismantle the survival mechanism that keeps you small and install a new protocol, a 7-minute sequence that mimics the ancient, hypnotic rhythm of the ocean's masters. If you stay with me, if you commit to this process, you will shift the very fabric of your reality within 24 to 48 hours. This is not a promise. It is biological law. Let us analyze the architecture of the superior mind. Consider the dolphin. To them, breathing is not a reflex. It is a decision, a deliberate, conscious command. Humans are slaves to the autonomic nervous system. You breathe without thinking, shallow and desperate, tethered to a biological autopilot that was designed for one thing only: survival. But the dolphin must choose to breathe. This necessity creates a formidable neural superhighway between the conscious mind and the autonomic systems deep within the body. When a dolphin prepares to descend into the abyss, it does not panic. It engages a physiological switch. Massive activation of the vagus nerve floods the brain with oxygen, forcibly shifting their brainwave state from the chaotic noise of alertness into the deep, rhythmic pulse of alpha and theta frequencies. This is the flow state manifestation. It is a neurological sweet spot where the boundary between thought and reality dissolves. They do not just swim through the water, they become the water. They navigate their reality with a precision that borders on telepathy. This is the state you have been denied, until now. We must confront the brutal truth of your current existence. Why do your manifestations wither and die before they reach the physical world? The answer lies in the rhythm of your chest. You are breathing like a prisoner. Look at your life, the stress, the anxiety, the constant low-level hum of fear. This is the result of unconscious, shallow respiration. You are sipping air just enough to keep the machine running, but never enough to power the engine of creation. This shallow cycling keeps your nervous system locked in a permanent state of fight or flight. You are chemically addicted to cortisol. Your brain is starved of the oxygen it needs to break free, trapping you in beta brainwaves. This is the frequency of doubt. It is the frequency of the victim. It is a static noise that blocks the signal of your desires. Think about it. When was the last time you seized control of your breath? When did you last command your lungs to fill, rather than waiting for them to react? By failing to choose, you remain on the surface of life, thrashing against the waves, exhausted and drifting, while your dreams sink into the unreachable dark. The dolphin offers a different path. They do not breathe to survive the dive, they breathe to master it. They breathe to thrive in a hostile environment, to transform pressure into power. We are about to strip away the human conditioning and adopt this aquatic mastery. We are going to execute a hard reset on your biology. This technique is divided into 3 distinct phases, mirroring the ritual of the deep dive: preparation, immersion, and integration. Do not look away. Do not let your attention drift. We are crossing the threshold from the automatic to the intentional. Phase 1 is the surface breathing preparation. We begin by hacking the nervous system. You need to prepare your vessel for the depth it is about to enter. Sit with your spine erected, like an antenna reaching for the signal. Close your eyes and visualize the vast, endless ocean. You are weightless. You are floating on the velvet surface of the water, suspended between the sky and the deep. We will engage the first rhythm. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the air in the suspension of the void for 2 counts. Exhale, releasing the tension for 6 counts. This is the rhythm of the surface. 4, 2, 6. Feel the sensation of floating. With every cycle, Imagine you are gathering energy from the atmosphere, pulling it into your core. This is no longer automatic. You are taking the controls. Each breath is a deliberate strike against the chaos of your mind. 4, 2, 6. Feel the vagus nerve waking up from its dormant state. It is a sleeping giant stretching its limbs. You are drifting away from the shores of survival mode and moving toward the open water of the flow state. The noise of the world is fading. There is only the rhythm. There is only the preparation for the dive. Continue this pattern. Let the oxygen saturate your blood. You are becoming ready. The descent is imminent. Now we descend into the crushing dark. Phase 2 is the deep dive. This is where the simulation breaks. This is where the dolphin accesses the state of pure creation. We are going to mimic the physiology of the abyss. Inhale slowly through your nose for 8 heavy counts. Drag the air in until your lungs are expanded to their absolute limit, like a creature preparing to leave the atmosphere. Hold this breath for 4 counts. In this silence, the oxygen is saturating your brain, forcing your neural pathways to shift from the frantic beta state into the hypnotic alpha-theta frequency. Now, exhale through slightly parted lips for 12 long counts. Make a soft, rushing sound, like the wind moving through a cavern. This is the release. This extended exhale is the trigger. It activates the vagus nerve and drops you instantly into the manifestation zone. Let us execute this together. Inhale for 8, feeling the pressure build. Hold for 4, suspended in the void. Exhale for 12, letting every ounce of resistance drain from your body. Feel the shift. It is physical. Your consciousness is diving deeper, past the noise, past the doubt, down to the ocean floor where reality is malleable. Again, inhale 8 counts, gathering the raw material of the universe. Hold 4 counts, letting the power lock into your cells. Exhale 12 counts, pushing out the old reality. This rhythm, 8-4-12, is the code. With every cycle, you are swimming through the waters of consciousness, effortlessly navigating toward the version of the future that you demand. You are not asking, you are arriving. On each inhale, you gather power. On each hold, you transform. On each exhale, you destroy the blocks. You are now breathing in the frequency of instant manifestation. Phase 3 is integration. We must anchor this state before we surface. Like a dolphin rising with perfect timing, we bring this power back to the light. Allow your breathing to return to a gentle, natural rhythm, but do not lose the intensity of your focus. Maintain the deep, predator-like awareness you have cultivated. With each natural breath, visualize your specific desire. Do not see it as a picture on a screen. See it as the water around you. You are not swimming toward it. You are already there. You have arrived at the destination. The reality you want is not in the future. It is the location you currently occupy. Feel the gratitude of possession. Your nervous system has been rewired. Your brainwaves have been altered. You are broadcasting a new signal. Take 3 final, conscious breaths to lock this state into your biology. When you open your eyes, you are no longer the person who closed them. You are carrying the frequency of the deep. You need to understand the mechanics of what you have just done. This is not mystical thinking. This is biological warfare against mediocrity. The 8-4-12 pattern triggers what neuroscientists call coherent heart-brain coupling. By extending the exhale, you manually hacked the vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve in your body, the physical wire that connects your breath to your ability to alter your state. When you activate this nerve, you send a chemical signal to the brain that says you are safe, you are abundant, and you are ready to receive. You shut down the survival instinct and opened the creation instinct. You shifted your brainwaves from the stress of resistance to the flow of manifestation. In this state, the subconscious mind is wide open. It is programmable, and the conscious breath hold flooded your prefrontal cortex with oxygen, triggering the dive response. You have created the perfect neurochemical environment for reality shifting. The ancients knew this. The yogis knew this. The dolphins have been living it for millions of years. They do not struggle to manifest their reality. They breathe it into existence. Every conscious breath is a command. Every exhale is a removal of obstacles. You are not just hoping for things to change. You are breathing change into the cellular structure of your body. Here is your implementation protocol. Use this weapon immediately upon waking, when the subconscious is still soft and malleable. Use it before high-pressure moments to assert dominance over your environment. Use it right before sleep to program your mind for the night. In the next 24 to 48 hours, watch closely. You will see the synchronicities. You will see the cracks in the old reality. Opportunities will appear. People will respond to your new frequency. Obstacles that seemed solid will dissolve like smoke. This is not a coincidence. This is your energy field rearranging the physical world to match your new signal. Commit to this for 7 days. Make it your way of life. The dolphin does not breathe consciously once and then forget. It is their nature. Make this power your nature. Do not just watch the transformation. Become it.